Yo, what up, Knuckles? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live from your mama's house, doing my thing as I usually do. About to make a quick video once again on this whole Birdman versus Breakfast Club situation. Now, what I want to talk about here is, yeah, it's funny, it's hilarious. So to be on the real, let's analyze what actually happened in there. This dude was really emotional. Not only was he really emotional, he couldn't even speak properly. The whole time he was stuttering, fucking up, mispronouncing words and all this shit. I honestly feel, even though as funny as it looks, it's probably not really that funny. He might seriously have been, or seriously still going through some real emotional problems at the time or right now. And I mean that shit because, come on, let's look at it. His whole objective going in there was to look hard. We all know that. He went in there to look intimidating. He went in there to let them know, I'm not a joke. I'm a real nigga. I'm serious. Don't fuck with me. And he was emotional at that time. Now he is the biggest joke in the Black American community, or the Black American culture. And this is the exact opposite of what he was trying to achieve. So imagine how he feels now. So basically what I'm saying is Birdman has some real emotional issues. He's really going through some emotional issues right now because he was already going through them before, so he's definitely going through them now. Now let me tell you one thing about people who talk shit about you. Most people don't give too much of a fuck when you're talking shit about them if they're really comfortable and confident with themselves. Seriously. So it's like, let's say you're 6'8". You're 6'8", and someone's like, yeah, his tall, doofy looking ass, he's all tall and shit, might hit his head on a doorway. You're not really gonna give a shit if you're confident in your height. You like being tall, you like it. You know what I mean? But let's say you're short, you're like 5'3", someone's cracked just like his short ass and he can't even do this and that, you gotta climb onto the chair, whatever. In that case, you'll be pretty pissed off, and usually because you're not too comfortable with your height. You don't like people making fun of you, and I think that's where he's coming from. The jokes, whatever they were saying about him, really hurt his feelings, and the fact that he didn't run up on Ross or he didn't run up on Trick Daddy like that shows that, he ain't about that life for one. And two, just like motherfucking Charlemagne said, why run up on me? I'm the radio guy. He ran up on a radio guy to try to look hard. That's exactly what he did. He ran up on a radio guy to try to look hard, when the radio guy wasn't even the one he should have been running up on. You know what I mean? But I honestly want to say I feel a little bad for Birdman. Like if you just go watch that video and look at how emotional he was. And I'm sure all those emotions didn't just come from them talking about him. No, I'm sure it comes from a lot of things. Maybe lawsuits, broken relationships in his life and all this stuff. Just, those things are just really piling up on him. And this was one thing he wanted to knock off his list of things that was pissing him off. And it had the complete opposite effect. You know what I mean? So what can Birdman do? What can he do? Now that he's the laughingstock of the whole Black American culture, what can he do? I say the only way he can make this better is to make fun of himself. That's the only way. Only way he can make this better to me is to make fun of himself. He has to make a parody of himself and make it really funny. That's the only way he can make it better. That's the only way people can laugh with him and not so much at him, is to make fun of himself. But he's not going to do that. I don't know how he's going to come out of this. I don't know how he's going to come out of this. I want to know your opinion. Can Birdman come out of this? Because everybody's making fun of this dude right now, and it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The Breakfast Club is fucking awesome. You feel me? And you got to realize all the mistakes this guy made when he was speaking. When you're, I always say this, when people make mistakes, whatever. But when you're insulting someone or trying to look tough, there's no room for mistakes. Like, for example, this one guy on VK tried to be racist to me or whatever. He called me a stupid Niger. N-I-G-R. I'm like, look, if we were just N-I-G-E-R, if we were just discussing the word itself and he just misspelled it, I wouldn't have made fun of him. I would have said it's N-I-G-G-E-R. But when you're insulting someone, you gotta spell it properly. When you're being hard with someone, you gotta know what you're saying, what you're talking about. When you make mistakes in just your normal speech, whatever. I'm not going to say, oh, you made a mistake, haha, and laugh forever. No, especially if I don't know you like that. No, but when you're being hard, and especially when you're insulting somebody, there's no room for error. There's no room for. I can make 20 mistakes right now while speaking. It will not come anywhere near to as funny as Birdman's mistakes because this motherfucker's acting hard and trying to intimidate people with 20 dudes next to him. And the dudes next to him, man, yo, I watched the video so many times. The dudes next to him got their heads down. They don't look like, they don't have the look on their face that Birdman has. These guys look embarrassed. They look straight up and down embarrassed. Heads down, you know, just, it's fucked up. Most dudes wearing shades in the indoors. But black people were fucking ridiculous, you know what I mean? It's fucking embarrassing, man. It's real embarrassing. It's really, man, I don't know what else to say, but I just want to say, I know Birdman will never watch my video, but just in case somebody knows Birdman or, you know, can get this message of Birdman, I just want them to know this one thing. I'm not laughing that much as everyone else. I understand you were going through some things at the time. I'm sure those emotions weren't only brought up by them talking shit about you. I know there was more going on in your life. Maybe there's a death. Maybe there's some, you know, quarrels or something in your family. Who knows? Or your close friends. But just gotta be honest, it was the worst move Birdman's ever made during his career. Kissing guys, whatever. This was the worst shit. This is looking real bad for Birdman. So, you know, I laugh, but after I laugh, I feel a little bad because I understand he's a person with feelings. Maybe he was being a little asshole, but I think it's because there's a lot of other things going on in his life, and that's why he was acting the way he was behaving. That's exactly why. So am I finished or am I done? And I'm out, niggas. Later.